Hello everybody, welcome to our 5-minute daily devotionals. This is a series of short videos sharing some thoughts on a passage from our Moravian daily text readings. And today's reading is taken from 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3 to 16. Sa ating patuloy na pag-aaral ng sulat ni Pablo sa mga mananampalataya sa Corinth, he is addressing some issues na na-identify niya sa mga mananampalataya doon. It's important for us to understand that Paul is doing this as a father, a spiritual father sa kanyang mga kapwa, mga kapatiran doon sa Corinth. And in this reading, Paul is addressing an issue patungkol sa pag-uugali ng mga lalaki at mga babae sa kanilang pagtitipon. He cites in verse 3, I want you to understand that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of a wife is her husband, and the head of Christ is God. What he's saying here is that yung mga asawa, yung mga lalaki ay nire-represent si Kristo. Okay? Kung kaya dapat hindi nila tinatakpan ng kanilang ulo. Okay? You want Christ to be seen. Dapat mo tatakpan. In the same way, the head of a wife is her husband. Okay? Sabi sa verse 7, for a man ought not to cover his head. Huwag mong takpan ng ulo mo. Since he is the image and glory of God. But a woman is the glory of a man. Kasi sa kaugilan ng mga Hudyo ng panahon na yun, a woman who has a covering over her head is saying, kasal ako. Asawa ako ng lalaki na yun. So, hindi na ako available. Huwag na akong pag-interesan. So, it's important for the wives, note, hindi woman, okay? Mga asawang babae, wives, should cover their heads when they meet. It is a dishonor, sabi sa verse 4. Every man who prays or prophesies with his head covered dishonors, he said, dishonors Christ. Kasi ang head of a man is Christ. But every wife, tandaan nyo, hindi mga babae, kundi mga asawang babae, wife, who prays or prophesies o dumadalo sa mga meeting, with her head uncovered, walang takip, dishonors her head. And the head of the wife is the husband. Parang sinasabi, oy, available ako. Hindi ako kasal. Which is a dishonor doon sa asawa niyang lalaki. So, hope that is clear. It is not about babae ka, lalaki ko. It is a tradition, a cultural norm during that time. Now, how does that apply to us nowadays? Kasi, hindi na ugali natin mga lalaki na magtakip o magsombrero o yung mga babae, may balo ba? Ano? It speaks about what is acceptable behavior in the church. What is culturally appropriate sa ating pagkikita. So imagine niyo yung, kung familiar kayo sa Ku Klux Klan, ito yung mga grupo ng mga panatikong baliktad ng utak. They wear hoods over their head as they persecute yung mga itim. Galit na sa mga white supremacists sila. Tingin nila sila lang ang nararapat na namumuhay sa mundo. They cover their heads. In the same way, yung mga Buddhists, nagkakalbo. Okay? Sabi ni Pablo, nakakahiya yan kasi you want to honor Jesus Christ as the head of a man. Eh kung kinalbo mo sa sarili mo, it's basically saying you're dishonoring God. Okay? In the same way, yung mga babae should behave appropriately, wear accordingly, pag dumadalo sa mga pagpupuno, sa mga meetings or gatherings sa church. So, hindi mo ina-expect yung mga kababaihan na magsuot sa church ng bikini o walang singsing. Kung kasal ka, dapat suot mo yung singsing mo. To signify na I'm already committed and honoring my husband. Now, you might say, oh, napaka-trivial naman yan, Ronald. It's a matter of recognizing who it is that is head over you. Now, Paul is saying clearly, man is not over woman. In the same way, woman is not over man. They are different, but they are together. We're talking about the relationship between husband and wife here. So, sabi dito, for man was not made from woman. Hindi siya nanggaling sa babae, but woman from man. In the same way. So, yung mga babae nanggaling sa lalaki. Talking about Eve coming from Adam. In the same way, a wife ought to have a symbol of authority on her head because of the angels. Okay? Huwag na natin pag-usapan kasi malalim yun. Nevertheless, in the Lord, woman is not independent of man, nor man of woman. We are dependent on each other, man or woman. For as a woman was made from man, si Eva nanggaling kay Adan, so man is now born of woman. Lahat ng mga lalaki, ipinanganak galing sa babae. So there is an interdependence. We need each other. But the important thing really here is to recognize, how did God design man and woman? How did God make it possible for man to be dependent on woman to be dependent on man, both to honor each other and both to honor God? For as woman was made from man, so man is now born of, and all things come from God. Bottom line, in our relationships, man or woman, we should honor Him who created us. We live for God, not for ourselves, but for God. Keep that in mind as you follow and honor God in our relationships. May God bless you as you live out and follow God's word.